Mark, I'll come to hear you with this. Nice summary of some of the bullet points of Ruben Amorim's first interview with the club's channel. No fear, Amorim, my team will play with courage and belief. We want the league title. It's been a long time. I will defend players against everybody. That top point, first and foremost, off the back of the fear comment, Mark, how difficult will it be to instil courage and belief?
Well, I think that process has probably already been started under Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think United played with more confidence and more belief in the last 3 or 4 games under Van Nistelrooy than they had under Erik ten Hag. So I think that's helped in a way. Obviously, Van Nistelrooy's gone there. But, Man United have had 10, 11 years of underperforming massively since Felix Ferguson left. So the first job that Amorim's got is to change that and to make them competitive again. I think he's got as good a chance as any. I think United have got a coach now who's on the way up, who's young and ambitious and has got something to prove. I think all the previous coaches have had, maybe not that successful kind of that young energy, I guess, that Amorim brings. But it's going to be hard because we know that United are, down in mid-table right now. They're not that far off the top 4, but still they've been very inconsistent this season. But I just think he needs to bring some stability, some consistency. Although it's the first time I've ever seen a manager unveiled in the dark, so I hope that's not an omen. But I think United have finally got somebody that a lot of other clubs wanted, and I think he can be the start of good things again. But we'll have to wait and see.
So Amorim saying he'll defend players against everybody, Mark. Let's get the Express back page to add to the mix. Their headline, again, Brave New World. Mark, what was your impressions of Ruben Amorim then? I suppose is it a quiet week for him to get his feet under the desk? He talked about identity, didn't he? Is it how difficult is it going to be to instill that straight away, which is what he says he intends to do?
Well, one thing he said, I thought was really interesting. He said he's done the United Museum tour today. Went around the museum and looked at, United's great history, the trophies. He talked about Munich, and he said he wants the players to do that as well. He wants the players to look at the museum, and that might sound like a bit of a cheap soundbite, but do you know something? I think it does matter at big clubs that the players actually know what the heritage that they're playing for, and I think to instill that kind of unity and togetherness, it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to take the players around and say, look, this is the club you play for. These are the players that have played in the past. These are all iconic names of the English game, the European game. You've got to live up to these standards. Maybe you've got to inspire them that way, because I think a lot of the players who played for the club recently and maybe still do haven't had that strength of character, I don't think, to play for Man United. I think he has to instill that some way, and I think he does bring a personality and a charisma that will rub off on the